NATO foreign ministers are asking themselves what more they can do in light of alleged war crimes being uncovered in Ukraine and signs the Russians are gearing up for a new offensive in the east.
Russia is moving forces out of the north to reinforce them, to resupply them, to rearm them, and then to move them into the east, where we are expecting a major offensive.
The Ukrainians want heavy armour and more weapons to confront it. The Czechs are sending a dozen Soviet-era tanks. More may follow, even from Germany. And the Americans have pledged another $100 million worth of anti-tank weapons.
We set out to do three things if Russia decided to pursue this horrific aggression against Ukraine. One was to support our Ukrainian partners. We're doing that. Two was to put extraordinary pressure on Russia. We're doing that. Three was to make sure that we were shoring up the defenses of our own alliance, NATO, and we're doing that.
NATO's partners, the EU, Finland, Sweden, Georgia, and even South Pacific partners, Australia, Japan and South Korea, were also invited to the Brussels talks. Finland may soon be applying to join NATO. The EU is putting the final touches to its fifth round of economic sanctions. It includes Russian coal, more banks and high technology. But members of the EU Parliament were reminded that since the war began, the EU has paid the Kremlin $35 billion for energy and only spent $1 billion on arms for Ukraine. And there is growing pressure for sanctions on Russia's lucrative oil exports.
The new package includes a ban on coal import. And, ladies and gentlemen, I think that measures on oil and even gas will also be needed sooner or later.
In a video call to the Irish Parliament, President Volodymyr Zelensky called for exactly that.
So please, I would like to ask you to show more leadership in our anti-war coalition. I would like to ask you to convince EU partners to introduce even more rigid sanctions against Russia.
Later on Wednesday, the US announced more measures against Vladimir Putin's inner circle, including his two daughters and the family of Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Simon McGregor-Wood, TRT World.